You're a busy man, and that's why I appreciate the time, not only getting ready for the hockey season, but also your own endeavors, Logan. And as part of Couture39.com and all the work you've done in person every summer, the All In for Brain Research charity casino event, I really can appreciate the reason that's behind that and the way that you go about trying to raise money. But another part of that I want to begin with is the Loco Hazy IPA. The Hoppus Brewing Company in San Jose, they have you depicted on a beer can, Logan. I imagine of billboards and magazines, everything that you've been on a beer can is a new one.
It is. First time for me, actually. The idea started about 8 or 9 months ago. My business manager, Jeff Fisher, and I were discussing, what we could possibly do to have my charity casino night in London, Ontario, during the pandemic. And obviously it wasn't going to work. We looked into many different things, whether it was getting a tent and reduce the people that came to only invite frontline workers, et cetera, but just didn't want to put people at risk. So we decided to pass on it. And I brought up the idea of maybe partnering with my favorite brewery in my hometown of London, Ontario, Forked River, with a beer that I enjoy. And the proceeds will go towards my brain research charity, and another part will go towards Kids Sport Canada, which will supply kids that can't afford to play sports, whether their parents lost jobs during the pandemic or they just can't afford it. We'll help pay for them to play, whether it's hockey, soccer, football, etc. And Fish, to his credit, jumped right on the idea, took it to Forked River. They were unbelievable partners from the start. They created the beer. I put in some input on what I wanted in it, and they knocked it out of the park. And then we decided to ask my favorite brewery out here in San Jose, Hoppus, if they could brew some out here to sell. And Forked River sent them the recipe, and they also knocked it out of the park. It's unbelievable. It's delicious. So I'm very, very excited about it.
So you can benefit two ways. You can help a good cause, and you can also just enjoy a beer at home during a pandemic. So you have done the taste test. It's Logan approved?
Yeah. Yeah, it's great. It's originally it was going to be about a 6.5 to a 7% IPA, but we lowered it down to 5.5%. So it's not as bitter. Full of taste. I think you'd like one, Brody.
I'm a triple IPA guy, Logan, but I think I can step it to a single IPA.
What's going on with the waistline if you drink it?
Oh, the chirping is in good form. I like it. No, hazy IPAs are a specialty here at the Brazil House. Like we really enjoy those. So you mentioned that you're getting involved not only in the brain research, and I know concussions and hockey unfortunately have gone together for so many years, and it's so important that we continue this research, but you're also kind of digging in the other area of mental health right now. You mentioned kids that cannot play sports during this pandemic. It's widely understood why there's some limitations. What do you personally think is the effect on, a young person missing out on team camaraderie right now, and how maybe some people just can't see why that's a big deal?
Yeah, honestly, Brody, it scares me. I grew up playing sports, and it's how I made all my friends. I have friendships from, my 9-year-old hockey team that I still have to this day, and keeps you out of trouble. It teaches you so much about being a teammate, being a good person, sacrificing, hard work, dedication. It's kind of like school, but in sport, you really love every single class, where in school you may only love a couple. So it's tough. I mean, I feel for kids right now. It's difficult, driving by a hockey rink and there's no cars out, or in the summer when I was driving by soccer fields back home and they were empty, or baseball fields. It was tough. We hope that helping out with kids sport in Canada, that they can help out some kids that will desperately need the help.
And last thing here, I know you're also going to have the auction going on at Couture39.com, which don't be confused with LoganCoutureFanClub.com, which I own, awkwardly enough.
I've heard.
Couture39.com, though, is where you're going to have a wide variety of things to obviously purchase via the auction. You get some great stuff out of there, and all that goes to support this cause as well, too, right?
It does, yeah. We're going to have some beautiful paintings done by an artist in our hometown, who I actually have one of his paintings of me hanging up in my London house. They're beautiful. I went to the same high school as him. He's a little bit older than me, but he does some tremendous work. And some Pox jerseys, different things. I think the auction's going to begin on the 26th and it'll run maybe a week. I'm not exactly sure on the dates right now, but check it out. Go to the website. If you have some money, I know times are tough right now,
Right.
but it is all going to a very, very good cause.